From really hot
Yeah.
Southern California, it's the Suzanne Summers Show. And here she is.
I don't know how you go from a guy who was in a deep sleep
Yeah.
probably 5 minutes ago to
Yeah.
that guy. But anyway, I like it. And it is really hot.
Yeah.
But I've got 2 fans on me right here and the misters behind me in the air conditioning. So we will be fine. But it's that time of year in the desert when the desert goes ha, ha, ha. And we're there now. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. We got a fun show today. Do you want to know right off the top what you're going to get? Because I'm looking at something here that says free gift. And whenever I see free gift, I think, that's good.
Okay. Free gift. Here it is here. Here it is. The bonus size Ageless Serum, which is worth $70 with any $100 purchase. No deal. Okay.
That's a
$100
killer
or more,
gift.
you get a $70 gift. Ageless Serum, that's one of our top selling products. Has been for years. Why?
One of the
Because it
first
works.
ones. Yeah, one of the first products that we had is this Ageless Serum. Ooh,
Uh-huh.
dropsy. It's this
Dropsy.
hand is still not working right yet. And if you have nerve damage, it's like you forget you have it because there are moments when it's just numb, but you forget about the numbness. Then you go to pick something up and there's no feeling. Look, I just almost did it again.
I had that with a girlfriend once.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got the Ageless Serum. And do you remember when I was on Shop HQ, Evine, Shop NBC, whatever, they had so many names while we were there. And Kimberly Wells said to me one day, you know what? At the end of the show, let's both take off our makeup. And I thought, okay. And so we wanted to do it with this everyday cleanser, which is, it's the only cleanser I've ever loved. I loved it. I never cared about cleanser. I used whatever I had to take off my makeup. This is great. So I look over at Kimberly, and she's rubbing this stuff all over her eyes, removing her eye makeup. And I'm thinking, oh, you're going to be sorry about that. That's going to burn, and your eyes are going to get all puffy, but whatever. But it didn't. And I'm looking at her, and I said, is that burning your eyes? She goes, not at all. So I did it myself, and not at all. You know why? There are no chemicals in it. It's the chemicals that burn and make your eyes red and puffy. So we never made an eye makeup remover because this is a 2-in-1. You remove your makeup and your eye makeup all at once. And when you go out, like Alan and I are going out on a date tonight, when I come home, I just slap that stuff all over my face and eyes, and with a hot washcloth get it off, and put a couple of my fabulous moisturizers on and jump into bed. And it's so nice. So that's a great product. And then there's this shaving gel. I've never appreciated shaving gel quite so much. Should I tell you this? Probably not if I'm hesitating, but I think I'll tell you anyway. So, you know, because of my broken neck, I still can't get my head down any further than this. We work on it in...
Are you going to tell what I think?
maybe.
Okay.
And I can't get my head down. And I can't, nothing's open to get your legs waxed or anything like that. So I asked Alan if he would shave my legs and shave my panty line.
Yeah.
And he put the shaving gel over. You quite enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yep.
And I did a really good job.
I've never done that before.
And I've never had it done by you or any male ever in my life. But I was actually, do you know what? I was more comfortable with you doing it than with the girl at the waxing place. Whenever she does it, it's like, it feels a little weird. So anyway, that's my deep, dark secret. Okay. But it was...
Great, Mommy. Then what happened?
As I said...
Then what did Zeta do to you, Sammy?
You know, sometimes things just have to be done, and they just have to be done. And then I know I'm a piece of work as a mother-in-law. I know. Oh my God. Anyway.
It really doesn't faze me anymore. I just have to react because people will think it's weird if I don't react.
I know.
It doesn't faze me.
I know. And then that leaves me thinking too, what have I done over all these years that it doesn't even faze me that my husband shaved me?
But you know what? That shave gel is really good for bikini line or underarms.
No pulling, no
Yeah, because
tugging.
normal shaving cream has all those chemicals in it too.
Yeah, and that's your like most intimate part. And
Bruce has really sensitive skin. So
Yeah.
when he shaves his face, he loves that shave gel because it's very soothing and moisturizing, and it doesn't leave him all red, and he doesn't get a reaction from it.
You said that before to me. I think it's a fantastic product. Fantastic. Even if you can move your head all the way down. And then we've got the Summer Smile toothpaste, which has no bad stuff in it, and namely fluoride. I am anti-fluoride. Fluoride is actually a waste byproduct of the aluminum manufacturing companies, and they had all this.
Suzanne, the dental people don't allow us to say this, so we'll just tell people to look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah, look up why you might not want fluoride. Suzanne chooses not to have fluoride.
I don't want it in my toothpaste.
Yes.
And then finally, a
Before
non-top.
you move on,
Yeah.
you notice on regular toothpaste, there is a warning on the back, and it says, if you swallow more than a pea size of toothpaste, call Poison Control Center.
How about that?
So if you're wondering, you don't get that much. That's sort of the note. That's sort of the note we get about all toxins is, well, you don't absorb that much.
That much. But how?
Consider you brush your teeth twice a day, every day for your whole life.
And all the other products that you don't absorb that much. Think of the cumulative effect. I call it the toxic buildup. At what point from toothpaste and cleanser and pesticides on your food and chemical air fresheners and on until your body says, I can't help you anymore. Our livers are groaning. Our livers are over here. They're groaning from toxicity. This is our detox organ, and our livers can't help us anymore. And a lot of people are having liver issues, and it's a terrible thing. And then finally,
Toothpaste uses real peppermint oil, so it's very fresh and minty. I find some, quote, natural toothpaste, they don't taste good, and there's a certain freshness that you want to feel in your mouth.
Yeah.
And she uses stabilized oxygen and real peppermint oil, so it's minty and fresh and great.
I love our toothpaste. And whenever I go to someone's house for dinner and I give them a gift of a sampling of our stuff, I always get a call of where can I get more of that toothpaste. So that always flatters me. And then finally, you need deodorant, but you want a deodorant because, you got a lot of pores and lymph nodes under your arm. You want something that's safe. And our Wild Orange Jasmine deodorant is great. And because you don't want to smell, do you? You don't want to smell. So we've got something. Oh, the other thing about the Ageless Serum, because this was really one of the first products that we developed with our fabulous developer. During my Three's Company years, I was using a very expensive cream because it's the first time I ever made any money, and this cream was $150 a jar. And the big selling point of this cream was that it had sea algae in it. And it was great. I loved it. And I took it to my formulator and I said, can you get close to this? She said, I can do so much better than that. She said, and here's my explanation of, mixing cream and water, which doesn't mix. So they have to, when they try to mix oil and water, they have to add denatured water. Go figure. That takes the water out of the water. You denature it. It's a chemical process. And that's what dries out the water so that you can mix oil and water to make cream. And so she said, I can do so much better. So she said, in that cream that you're using, there's just, a fingerful of sea algae, which is the big selling point. This is mostly sea algae, which is the buzzword in peptides for wrinkles, sea algae, from purified waters. And also African birch, which was used as a medicine in Africa for 200 years. So you're getting the medicinal effects, and you're getting the sea algae to just target your wrinkles. It's a great thing. The other thing I love...
That serum, it's one of Suzanne's best-selling serums. This is the bonus size. great way to try Suzanne's products. Put it between your cleanser and your moisturizer. Oh my gosh, you'll come back after a month, and I doubt you'll ever go without it again.
I'm about to get in trouble.
So this is the second time you dropped the Ageless Serum in 15 minutes, okay?
And I dropped the top to the deodorant.
Okay, one more time,
And
and you're gonna have to spend the evening kneeling on hard peas in the corner, just
Oh.
like I had to do in school.
of course, in school, you deserved it.
I deserve it.
Yeah. There's one thank you very much. I'm so indebted to you for picking this up for me
I know.
twice in 15
Twice.
minutes, twice. And you look so great today, Alan.
Thank you.
Your hair even grew today.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have a lot of hair.
I know.
He's been taking Hair, Skin, and Nails, our supplement. Can you come show them your hair?
Sure.
We might have to like cut his hair off. This is a time in a man's life when they don't have hair. Look at his hair.
Well, this is usually a time in one's life when we lose hair where we want it, and we get hair where we don't want it.
And then there's that.
Yeah.
Then there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have a lot of hair.
It looks great. You have great hair.
and
But
I've
he
been-
was really losing it.
I've been.
Look at this.
Hello. Actually, I've been.
And it's
sort of-
going on his face too.
I've been double dosing.
Have you?
Hair,
Well,
skin, and nails.
well, look what's happened to him. So, if you're worried about your hair, skin, or nails, or all three, our supplement, which is at SuzanneSummers.com, is pretty great. I take it, and couldn't live without it. Caroline can't live without it. Her hair grew back when she was going through some stress and lost a lot of hair. So,
I would suggest you not handle that
okay, I just want to say
anymore.
one more thing about it, and then I'm not
Okay.
going to touch it the rest of the hour.
Okay.
I use this also as conductive fluid because it's got conductivity
too.
for my face master. For those of you who have a face master, which I actually couldn't live without. That's in the morning. He gets coffee, I get my face master, and while he's making the coffee, I'm doing the face master. It makes such a difference in how I look all day long, and the rare times I don't use it, people ask me all day if I'm tired. The reason I like to use the Ageless Serum is A, because it's got conductivity, and I use the serum anyway, but I can drive the serum in with the microcurrent, so it's pretty great.
You can do the erasing thing too.
And do the erasing thing, right.
Yeah.
So
I also want to remind everyone this deal with the free Ageless Serum, it is only good today and tomorrow because there's no promo code or anything. So if you are shopping at SuzanneSummers.com and you put anything in your cart that's worth $99.99 or more, you will automatically get that bonus size Ageless Serum, which is a $70 value. But the deal is only good for
Your drink
it's
is right
April
there if you're
30th
looking
and May
for it.
1st.
Thank
So
you.
if you're watching this after
Did I take care of
and you're
you?
saying, where's my gift? April 30th and May 1st only.
yeah,
Okay.
listen to
Okay.
Caroline.
Okay. Can I leave now?
You guys look so cute.
I know, we're going out. We're going out on a
Yeah,
date.
super
Yeah.
cute.
I
Hot
know.
couple.
I know. And I've got my little gold purse.
You know, I lost my money today.
Yeah, that's why he's,
Yeah, I lost my money.
yeah.
I put it down somewhere. I don't
Where?
have a wallet. I just carry
Yeah.
my money loose in my pocket.
Your shirt's not in a shirt pocket? What shirt were you wearing?
I don't know if I was wearing a shirt.
At some point in the show, go up there and look, because I don't want to go out with you with no money.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they trust me.
And if they don't,
We'll just walk out,
and then,
and then we'll get arrested. Suzanne
Oh.
Summers arrested for walking out without paying her bill. We could do that.
I'm looking at Sammy Davis Jr. over there laughing back at me. Hey, Sammy,
Yeah, I'm disturbed that I can't find my money.
go up. You'll feel better. Just go do one last look.
Are you going to miss me if I go?
I
up?
will, but go up and do it. And
Okay.
Caroline and I can carry on, because I know
Oh,
you
okay.
can't relax until you find that money. So go
Okay.
find your money. Look in your shirt pocket.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I bet anything it's there. And you
Okay.
looked in your closet, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, everyone is saying prayers to Saint Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Saint Anthony
For
is
lost
the
and
patron
found.
saint when you lose things.
Yeah.
Saint Anthony, please look around. Alan has lost his money and it cannot be found.
Wow.
It works. Go do it now. You're going to
Okay.
find it right now. He's going to find it.
There are a bunch of people commenting
You know,
about
if,
Saint
if
Anthony.
you know,
so
if I don't find it, Saint Anthony could be in big trouble. Okay?
Well, but believe it. You have to believe everything
Okay,
and
I
believe you're going to
I
find
believe.
it.
I'm a believer.
Okay?
Okay.
Believe.
Okay.
If you believe.
Here I go.
Okay.
you,
All right.
You have one
And that means,
Yeah, like trimming him up.
Oh, well, you if you haven't tried the shaving gel, it makes the experience nice. A little nervous making, but nice. So,
What do you guys have going on for the weekend?
I go out 2 nights a week. So I'm going out tonight, and I'm going to a dinner party tomorrow. I'm having a ball, The thing about living in a retirement community, which I never thought I would, but Palm Springs, there's a lot of people who retire down here. And so everybody here is looking to make new friends. So it's not like where you've lived all your life where it's hard to make new friends. The friends you have are the friends you have. Here, you meet somebody once at a dinner party and you like them, and pretty soon you're inviting them over to your house, or you're inviting them out for dinner. And we have this circle of friends that we really like. And you never know who's going to end up moving here. Like Steve Garvey, the Hall of Fame baseball player, we're going to dinner at his house next week. How would I ever have met him? I don't follow baseball really. It's just that they moved down here and they're looking for friends too. So it's nice. And now that the restaurants are open, it's so nice to be able to go out again.
And the weather's so great.
The weather's great.
It's just
yeah,
it's good.
yeah,
Warm in LA too.
yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
I am having a birthday lunch for 2 friends tomorrow, Sidel and Lori, and so we're having a little, outdoor, fun little birthday lunch on the deck.
How nice. What are you making?
I'm making spring rolls.
What?
Spring rolls.
Oh, I love your spring rolls. I love
Yeah.
them. I love them. I love them.
In fact, Lori was watching your last show,
Uh-huh.
and she said, because I do live shows, and I always like to see what other people are
And
doing.
she
was
likes
like,
me.
Suzanne is such a rock star. And she was watching your show, but she called me and she said, "Stop serve ice cream? Really? Stop serve ice cream?"
And I just was listening to a commercial about poop, and I've only seen it a couple of times, so I don't have it memorized, but it's like, do you sometimes feel like you're trying to pass 2 pineapples?
Well, for those of you who weren't watching the last show, we were talking about gut renew
And poop.
and how even if you think you're regular, you have no idea how much more efficient your body could be.
Yeah.
Which helps you feel better. It helps your stomach be flatter. It helps you lose weight. It helps you gain energy. All of those things. So we were describing that if you have hard pellet poops, that's
or
not
pop
like
or
your
pineapples,
digestive
yeah,
system,
right.
and that the perfect consistency might be similar to soft serve ice cream.
Well,
My girlfriend called me afterwards. She's like, "Are you kidding me?"
But we all know what that is, and that's a blissful experience. As I
People
say,
say they're having the best BMs of their lives.
best
That's what we're hearing.
BMs. Yeah, I'm so glad. Man, that gut renew. This doctor called me yesterday. She has a podcast, and I'll let you know when it's on. She has clinics around the country, and they're mainly geared towards the gut, because she said everybody coming in has gut issues. And so I started telling her about Gut Renew, and she said, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the 30-day Gut Renew challenge. I said, when you finish, will you please call me, and I'll put you on the air, and it'll be good for you, it'll be good for me. So she's going to do that. I could tell she was going to do it.
Jessica Bosco said, "Yes, Caroline, it is like soft serve with Gut Renew."
It's so great. I am a visual person, and I just visualize how stopped up we all are. I mean, what would cause your stomach to stick out like that? It's because it all gets stuck up in the upper intestines. And then I always say aging is about worn out parts. Your intestines wear out. They've been working your whole life, just pushing it through and pushing it through and pushing it through. And it stands to reason that eventually your intestines go, oh, I'm so tired. And then they try even harder. And what happens is called lack of motility. The intestines start twisting around. Ever tried to push anything through a twisted hose? Doesn't work so well. And that's what's going on in your GI tract. And because this has such positive effects, the Gut Renew, on supporting the barrier wall so that there's no leaks in your barrier wall. It allows for this with the ingredients in the Gut Renew to start working your GI tract properly. And then on top of it, if you eat properly, because I believe it's all about the food. It's, you know, I don't care what they say. If you're not eating good food, how do you expect to be well? What's good food? If you can pick it, pluck it, milk it, or shoot it, okay? Add to that organic. Add to that non-GMO, pesticide sprayed, not sprayed with pesticides. If you stay within that parameter, you can eat pretty much anything. And I do. You know, I wanted to gain weight since my surgery a few months ago. I went down to 100 pounds, and that's not a good weight for me. I'm now 127 pounds. I did it by eating healthy food. A little ice cream was in there, but I was saying the other day, I have an ice cream store right down the street, and it's organic, and a girl, you know, put up all the money she had in her life and opened this little ice cream store, and she only makes 6 kinds at a time, but they're all great, and it's always different. So I allowed myself a little bit of ice cream every night, and I got my weight back. But with the Gut Renew smoothie every morning, there's nothing hanging around inside me, and I'm just loving not having to think about my stomach all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so...
And if you're in Palm Springs and you want to visit her ice cream store, it's called Cream.
Yeah.
With a K.
K.
K-R.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl.
Fine.
Yeah. And I don't know what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought for a minute.
You were talking about putting on the
Weight.
weight that you needed to,
Yeah.
and using Gut Renew every
Yeah.
morning and not having any old poop in you.
Yeah, and that's all true. And that's all true. So, anyway,
And Michelle said, I have a foot of my colon gone too. I started getting Gut Renew 2 weeks ago, and it has literally changed me. That's what Trudy said.
wow. What do you mean a foot of your colon is gone? Can you write us back? Wow, that's a lot of colon. That's a lot of colon.
She
Yeah.
had surgery on her intestine.
Oh.
She had 6 inches removed.
Well, that seems to be the end point. That's what happens when the blockage and stoppage is so severe that eventually they have to remove some, so there's a little more space for it to move around.
Yeah. If some of you have come in late and you're asking me what the deal is today, so Suzanne has been talking about daily essential products that she has in her Suzanne Organics line, and just an easy way to get chemicals out of your life, some of these daily essentials, and they're such amazing products.
Yeah.
And anything that you buy today that is worth $100 or more at SuzanneSummers.com, Suzanne is giving you a free gift. It's her Ageless Serum, the bonus size, and it's worth $70. And it's one of her best-selling products. It's unbelievable.
Watch, I won't drop it with Alan being gone here. It's a great product. So it's the Ageless Serum. Oh, I almost dropped it. Oh my God. And then there's the Everyday Cleanser. That's a twofer because it takes off your eye makeup and your makeup. And because there are no chemicals, it doesn't burn or make your eyes puffy. You will love this. You will absolutely love this. And then there's the shaving gel, and you missed the story of the shaving gel, and I'm not telling it again, but you will love this.
Except that Alan shaved her bikini line. But she's not going to say it again.
I can't get my head down yet because of my broken neck, and so I really needed assistance, and that was rather nice.
Did you hear that, Bruce? Your mom was just telling a great story, honey. She was talking about the shave gel. And Alan had to shave her bikini line for her. Isn't that great?
Isn't that great, Bruce? Yeah.
He said that's great.
Yeah.
She said, awesome.
I know.
He's going to yoga. Bye, honey.
Yeah. And if my granddaughters or grandchildren are listening, I have said to you since the very beginning, I am a different kind of grandma, and I am.
Karen is asking if there are 2 sizes of the Everyday Cleanser.
No.
There are not. No, just
No.
one size.
This lasts a long time. I do about 6 pumps in my hand, and that does the face and eyes. And then it feels so good when you put that hot steaming washcloth over your face. It just feels great. And then we've got our Summer Smile toothpaste with no fluoride, and it tastes great, and it leaves your breath fresh and and minty, and it's got stabilized oxygen in it, which I know you were really thinking about stabilized oxygen today, but
But it whitens and brightens.
it brightens, and now you have stabilized oxygen. And then we have our chemical-free deodorant that has no aluminum. It used to be that all the deodorants, in fact, we had a friend who used to write the jingles for one of the deodorants, and the byline was aluminum chlorohydrate, and that was like a big selling thing. But they've done a lot of research about the dangers of aluminum in the brain. So we have no aluminum. And oh, where was it?
I'm embarrassed to tell you.
Where? Come this way so I can see you.
Okay, can you see me?
Yeah. Where'd you find it?
Okay, so I looked.
Look at him. I love a guy with a wad of money. I love it. That's the first thing. When our first date, he pulls out a wad of money, and I thought, nice, nice. Okay, so where'd you find it? Yeah.
You know, at the end of our bed, we've got this built-in TV, and you push a button, and the TV goes up.
Oh,
And
right.
I had put this on top of the little shelf at the top of the box that holds the TV,
Yes.
and the TV was up, which is above my head, so I
Yes.
couldn't see it.
What made you look up there?
I don't know.
Well, Saint Anthony
Yes,
came
Saint
through. Thank you, Saint Anthony.
Thank you, St. Anthony.
And belief.
Yeah.
You believe it, it
Okay.
happens.
You know what?
I believe that.
Yeah.
So you know what? You're
we'll have
already
money tonight.
your energy seems more relaxed now. Like
No,
I could
yeah.
tell you were like
No, you're right.
bothered by it.
You're right.
And
Of
I
course.
didn't want to go out with you with no money. And it's not about your money.
We walked
that
out. We walked out of a restaurant once without paying.
many years ago. Yeah.
That was like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was that.
Is that because
place-
you had no money?
No, it's
or you
I
forgot?
forgot my money.
Oh.
Well, what's funny that you guys don't know is that if you ask Suzanne for keys or a wallet, she doesn't have those things.
No, it's very unevolved of me because I literally spend all my time with Alan, and he carries everything.
She has to depend on me. I like
He
that.
likes it, and I shouldn't do that.
So I'm in control. Well, I think I'm
You
in
guys
control.
have division of duty.
We do. I do what I do.
Yeah.
He'll ask me things, and I think I already took care of that. I know what my role is and what I do and what I plan. I mean,
And
have you noticed that every time you walk to the kitchen, I got it all set
Absolutely.
up. There's always a meal.
That's right.
It's always great.
You know what it is with this relationship?
What is it?
Bruce described it as functionally codependent, which I think is a good way to describe it.
Probably, but you know what Caroline just did?
No,
She told Bruce that you shaved my panty line.
that's okay.
And what did he say, Caroline?
He said, "That's great. That's
Yeah.
great."
Okay, so I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, Cindy Leslie Bosch said the everyday cleanser has made a tremendous difference to my face.
Yeah.
I'm 61.
You know, Cindy, I know. It's hard to wax poetic about a cleanser, but this one you can. It's so great.
So
What
this
is
weekend,
Yes.
we have a little free time this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So maybe you'll shave my panty line.
Well, Cindy, one of our ladies, said that she shaves her husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to do that to you. That makes me nervous.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
What can happen?
All right. I'll let you know on Monday. Monday's show.
Yeah, what
It'll
can
be all
happen?
about the big
Trim your
shave.
chest hair, Alan, or is it just naturally groomed?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Do you trim your chest hair, or is it just the way you like it without touching it?
No, I've never trimmed my chest hair. Actually, once, because you said it was too bushy when we were on that photo shoot. So I trimmed
What?
it. Yeah.
I like your chest hair. You don't have much.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been just right.
Just right.
Just
okay.
right. Just enough.
So this weekend, I'll get all the equipment out.
Uh-huh.
It'll be there. Okay.
Oh, we're back to shaving. Yeah.
And if we feel like doing it, okay, I'm all in. Okay, I've never done it.
What a weekend.
I've never done it.
What are you all doing this weekend? I bet not that.
Maybe I'll even make a video.
Jennifer Fury said it's too much information.
No kidding, Jennifer. No kidding. I know. Am I sitting like a lady here? Because this air blowing up my skirt feels so good.
Yeah,
Maybe
it looks
not
good.
sitting like
Maggie
a-
Vasquez wants you to say
doesn't
hi to
matter.
her.
What's her first name? Debbie?
Maggie.
Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Maggie Vasquez. Maggie Vasquez.
Yeah, Jan Andrews
Somebody
wants
wants
to
to
know
know
about
when you're
keeping the
having the
beard.
May reveal of the Suzanne Selects box.
Well, you'll know. You tell them.
It's Monday. Monday at 5 p.m.
Well, there you go. My sister, did I tell you she wants the Mother's Day box?
You told me.
Yeah.
So here's what you guys need to know about the Mother's Day box. If you still want to order Suzanne's Mother's Day gift, which was, I forget, it was, I don't know, was it worth $170 or something, and it was $99. We've sold so many of them that we are now no longer selling it with the coconut sea salt scrub and the cocoa mango body butter.
Oh, wow.
We swapped in the peppermint sugar scrub and the peppermint body butter.
That's great.
Because we were depleting our supply. So same gift, and we will have, for those of you who are last minute digital people, we'll have a show late next week if you decide you want to go that route.
Okay, so Maggie Vasquez wants to know how she can get rid of her gut. And I speak from personal experience, and I think I can represent both Suzanne and myself.
Okay.
The two of us, for the past year, a little more than a year, we have been on our gut renew smoothies.
Mm-hmm. Every morning.
They're loaded.
Every morning.
And not only did our stomachs get, not only did we get flat stomachs, we also lost weight. Now, we don't
We
sell
broke our
this as-
toilets.
Yeah, we don't sell this as a weight loss program, but what this does is it cleans out your gut. And the gut is usually the source for a lot of bad stuff that happens in life. So that's how you lose your gut, Maggie.
And it's not a laxative
No,
at all.
no.
That's why it's great. There's nothing violent about it. It does it the right way
You're not
with
gonna be running.
nutrients and healing ingredients that are good for you and stuff that you haven't had today. You didn't have any marshmallow root, did you? Or artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke? Did you? What else is in there?
It's 4 kinds of organic plant-based protein.
Yeah.
And they're fermented, 2 of them are fermented proteins, which are the most easily digestible. There are probiotics, prebiotics, like Suzanne said, the Jerusalem artichoke. There are immune support ingredients. There are phyto fruits and vegetables. There are over 50 sea minerals. I mean, it's absolutely loaded with all of the things that Suzanne thought could help support a healthy gut. And you can read the testimonials. People have gone crazy for it.
It's, I knew it was good, but hearing from all of you for the last several months, I've never had a response like this, other than my Thigh Master. And we sold Thigh Masters all around the world because it was easy to understand and it worked. This Gut Renew powder that we have we can't keep it in stock. It's just a phenomenal thing. And I turned my hairdresser on to it, and he really understands a lot about health. And he today was saying he and his partner have one every morning. Most people who start having them continue having them every morning, not so much for the health effects, but because it's just so good, and at the same time you're getting the health effects. It tastes great. Most smoothie powders are like, hold your nose, and they taste like chalk. This tastes great. Did you drink yours?
Also, Suzanne, one of the things that you talked about is when you have too much bad gut bacteria, you have the good and the bad, as you taught us, but when
Right.
you have too much bad, those live bad bacteria, they crave the bad foods.
They crave
for
sugar.
them to stay alive. So
Yeah.
that's where you get the cravings for sugar and junk food and things. When you get that ratio right, where you have more good flora than bad flora, and you start turning that ship around, you stop craving the bad foods.
It's true.
And in the meantime, the Gut Renew, it feels like dessert to me. It's delicious.
Did you drink your smoothie this morning, Ellen?
I did.
We had the peanut butter and banana one today. Every day we do a different smoothie, and if you don't have all the recipes, get that what are we calling it, a magazine or
The program guide.
the program guide? Yeah,
The Gut Renew.
get one of those because they're all the recipes and photographs of the different kind of smoothies you can make. But we do a different one pretty much every day. But at least once a week we have the frozen banana, peanut butter, a spoon of cocoa powder, chocolate almond milk, and coconut milk, and whip that up. And I'll tell you, that's like having dessert, and it's a great way to get all the supplements down.
Okay, Lisa Reynolds.
Yeah.
I'm loving Gut Renew.
Hey, Lisa.
It's helping me so much. I've had gut issues for 20 years.
Wow.
Thank you, Suzanne. And
Wow.
by the way, someone wanted to know if it's available in Canada. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We actually,
Lisa,
it's available anywhere in the world.
Lisa, I'm so happy for you. I know. I had big gut issues last year, and I love having a flat stomach again. I love it. I don't. My getting dressed is not geared to. My stomach's too bloated today to wear that. How many times have you gone to pull a dress out of your closet that you love, and then you think, I can't wear it, I'm too bloated? So hopefully what happened to me will happen to you, and so many of you are saying that. It's pretty incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle, where is it? Michelle Mc... keep going. Wait a minute. Just a
Well,
minute.
Alan is looking for that.
Okay,
Alon,
Michelle-
you're asking
Michelle
about
McClure.
Canadian shipping.
My husband
The-
now has
Wait,
a smoothie.
Wait, Caroline, wait 1 second.
Oh.
We'll send product to everywhere. You do have to deal with customs and the fees that whatever government, wherever you are, charges extra fees for that. So we aren't aware of what all of those are. We're looking for a better solution for you in Canada because we know there's so many of you who love Suzanne's products.
And I married a Canadian. So what, Alan, what were you saying?
Michelle McClure says, my husband now has a smoothie a day and also takes the Gentle Colon Renew.
Okay. So I bet he's feeling pretty good.
Yep.
That Gentle Colon Renew, you can get that at SuzanneSummers.com. We have a cup of that most nights. It's like having, you can have it in cold water, but we put it in, we make it tea. We put a spoon in each teacup, and it's like having a lemony, fizzy, gentle tea. And there's a lot of magnesium in it. And magnesium not only makes you sleepy, but magnesium also makes you have a good poo in the morning. So we're kind of covered all the way along. So I'm sure your husband is having those same effects. I did not know I would be the poop lady. I did not start my career going, I want to be a poop lady. But I'm a health advocate. And I get introduced now more as a health advocate than that actress. And I like both. I've enjoyed every facet of my career. And what I love about my career is it moves around all the time. But I think that being regular and not constipated is one of the main tenets of good health. If you're constipated, that's your body talking. I always talk about the body language, and constipation is your body going, you're all clogged up in there. Listen to your body language. It tells you everything that's wrong with you. If you're itching, that's a body language. Usually itching is some allergy to something that you have, or your hormones are out of balance. The hormone symptoms that most women experience before they get on hormone replacement, and I can't tell you the joys of hormone replacement. You're talking to 2 women, 3 people, Alan, myself, Caroline. Itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, and all dried up. That's your language. If you're itchy, something's wrong. That's your body's way of going, you're missing something. It's usually estrogen and progesterone ratio. Bitchy, sleepy, all these things are your body's language to tell you that your hormones are no longer working at optimum or are non-existent. And when you were making a full complement of hormones, you never thought about sleeping. You might have had bad moods if you had PMS. That is a symptom of declining in progesterone first, and that's what we usually decline in first. We make estrogen every day of the month, and then we make progesterone 15 days of the month. The estrogen is carcinogenic, and the progesterone is anti-carcinogenic. So that's nature's way of protecting you. But what happens, and the reason I think that, this is me just doing couch doctoring, the reason I feel that I got breast cancer 20 years ago is when I look back, I had all the symptoms of low to no progesterone. And I had PMS also. And I didn't know, I just figured PMS is part of the deal. And I wish doctors understood it back then, because I think I could have bypassed breast cancer. I think. This is me, this is not advice, this is just me talking to me. If I had just known a doctor who could have put me on progesterone to get that ratio right. It's all about the right ratio. If you are interested in hormones, I highly recommend you read my book, I'm Too Young for This. I wrote it for all the women who think they're too young for it. And when you're 35, you are too young for it. But do you know that stress and environmental toxicity blunts hormone production? So women are declining in hormones, and men, earlier than ever before. It's not a good thing. And so you want to listen to the language of your body and start working with a qualified doctor, and that's in the back of the book, the one nearest you, or Life Extension, and finding through lab work, it's not, nobody should guess, through lab work, your exact ratios to find out if you are making enough of the estrogen, enough of the progesterone, enough testosterone, enough DHEA, enough pregnenolone. There are a lot of hormones. The three most important are estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, or four, DHEA. You get that right, and I'll tell you, your life returns to normal again, and you won't be itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, or all dried up. You won't. You won't.
You know,
I'm fun to live with because I'm hormonally balanced, right, Al?
Very.
Yeah.
You know, I think the important thing to be aware of when you're young, and I'm just looking at the comments on Instagram, you know, flying by, most young people, including us when we were very young, we don't feel vulnerable to anything. Okay?
Yeah, right.
We don't
Invincible.
have to eat right. We don't
Right.
have to exercise.
Right.
We don't
Right.
have to sleep more than 3 hours a night,
Right.
etc. It's important to do all those things.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
Get in the groove. Get used to it.
Start
right
early.
now. I remember that a young girl who came over to you at the Oscar party a couple of years ago.
Remember who it was?
She was gorgeous. Whoever she was.
Scarlett
she was gorgeous.
Johansson.
She was gorgeous.
So I'm at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, and I'm talking, and I'm looking over there. There's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman standing there, and she's staring at me and looking away, and staring at me and looking away. And finally she comes over to me and she said, "I hope when I'm your age that I look like you." And I said, "Then start now. Start now." Because the sooner you start paying attention to balance, health is about, the body is a system that wants balance. When you're out of balance, you know it. That's when you get these symptoms. And the other thing about health is alignment. If you've taken a fall, like I have, what I'm learning, out of every negative, you learn something. And did I want to fall and break my neck and my spine and fracture my hip and my jaw? No. But what I've learned is alignment is everything. And that's why I do physical therapy every other day with my physical therapist, who's probably watching, Tristan Gatto. He's in Mexico, because now you can do it by FaceTime, and it's totally effective doing it by FaceTime. We're realigning my body. He has me in my left shoe. I'm dyslexic. I had to figure out what is my left shoe, wear a little insert to keep my pelvis level. And I said, "So how long do I wear this?" He said, "Forever." Because when you break and fracture a hip and you throw your back and spine out of line, you got to realign it. And the little insert in my shoe, whether it's heels or anything, I have to wear forever to keep alignment. And then I realized, wow, alignment is really important. You're out of alignment with your jaw, Alan. That's what
right.
happened.
That's right.
Those nasty kids who used to beat you up every day. If I knew them today, I'd beat them up.
So Rita DeLeo LaFleur said, "I'm starting to feel like I'm finally losing inches. Love got renewed."
Oh, what's her first name?
Rita.
Rita. I'm so glad. It's a big deal, isn't it, Rita? Because we go on these diets. When I wrote all the Summer Size books, I said, let's dissect the word diet. Diet. Diets don't really work because you're making changes short term. What you want is to get your body in balance. You want to replace those things in which you are declining, be it hormones, nutrients, minerals, Get your body in alignment through yoga, or if you've had a fall or anything, physical therapy, and eat food that builds you up. And then the gut renew keeps the flow going and cleans you out. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Okay. Here's our deal today. Okay.
Yeah.
Spend $100 or more. We give you a $70 value called Ageless Serum. One of our original products that continues selling like crazy. It's a great, great product.
And you can use it for your face master as conductive fluid and do two things at once. When you put the Ageless Serum in the little well in the face master, and that we're not selling face master right now because we're not working with China, and we're looking for somebody new to make these for us. It's so incredible. But there's a little well, for those of you who haven't, and you put the Ageless Serum in there. So you're getting the double benefit of the Ageless Serum being driven into your skin while you're getting the conductivity. What the Face Master does, it's a non-surgical facelift. I've been using it for, would you say 20 years now, Alan? More? I don't start a day without it. I look so much better when I use my Face Master, and when I don't, like I said earlier in the show, people say, tired today? No, just didn't do my Face Master.
Okay. Arlene Shiner Maris said, look at Al today. I would like to know what happened to the bullies. Good question.
Come tell them.
Okay.
Come over here. Tell them about. Thank you for asking, because they were bullies, and he was, 6 and 8 years old, and they beat the crap out of him every day.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's why no one can get you today.
That's right. No, I was a little guy, and
with little blonde hair and blue eyes.
And I think I bugged the hell out of a lot of people, including the bullies.
Why?
I don't know why. I can't remember back that far. I thought I was cute, and
Know why? Because your mother ran a boarding house, and you were the one little boy in the house with 7. Well, he was one of 17 adults in the boarding house. Imagine his life is a sitcom.
Yeah.
And they had one bathroom, and it seemed to work out okay.
By the way, one of the bullies today has been in prison for life for murder.
Yeah. When you're that
It's
angry isn't the word.
It's retributive justice.
Yeah. But then you have to go, what happened to him that he became like that? He must have had terrible.
We all did.
Yeah, we all did.
We all did. We all have a story.
Look
at your story.
Yeah, our job in life is we're all sent what we're sent to learn.
Okay, if I have
I would love you to have that. We're all sent what we're sent to learn, and every one of us has been sent some big blow, some big negative. Nobody gets free without it. Have you noticed? Nobody has a totally,
And I think it's important to have that.
Absolutely.
What has bothered me for years was not saying to our kids, okay, go outside and play and be home for dinner. We would pick them up and move them around, and we'd have, what do they call those,
do you think
appointments.
We did that? I didn't do that with Bruce. Bruce played in the park across the street, and I said, be home for dinner.
I think that was different. That was
in Sausalito, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the first 8-9 years of his life, so I'm glad he had that. But, and your kids grew up in Beverly Wood, and they played on the street, and they had that Mitchell guy who stole crap all the time.
No, we can't talk about that.
Well, where's a little kid get a lot of that stuff? Anyway, I don't know, just thinking. But as I'm saying is we're sent these things, and our job in life is to fix ourselves, is to pay attention to the part that you've played in the drama of your life. And if you've been given a raw deal, rather than letting that do you in and feel sorry for yourself and poor me, say, thank you, this is my opportunity, and fix yourself. How did I fix myself? Therapy. Therapy helped me so much. I even had therapy yesterday, and when I talked to her, our whole family has the same therapist. And when I talked to her, I said, I don't know, I was going to cancel because there's nothing wrong. And then I thought, I like talking to you. And an hour went by like that because I was talking about this experience I had this year, which has been so traumatic. And she, therapists asked the right question. How did that make you feel? And happy, yeah, but how did it make you feel? And then she said, does the word triumphant come to mind? And I went, yeah. I didn't let all these breaks in my body do me in. I used it as an opportunity. I said, you know what's interesting? I had to spend most of a year, it's been a year and a half now, but most of the year, the first part of it, I was in bed. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't walk. You saw me. They'd walk me to the camera. I did those 2 months of shows with that dog collar on 24/7. Had to sleep in it. That was hard. When you have a broken neck, you have to do it. You have to do it. But you know, Alan and I talked about it the whole time, this whole year, that we're happy. We weren't unhappy, were we, Al?
No.
And he had to do everything for me. That's why he's shaving me. But he kept saying, I'm honored, I'm privileged. And so I wouldn't feel guilty about the things he did. I thought, how lucky I am. And my love for Alan deepened so much this year, and I never thought it could get deeper. So it brought us even closer. So out of this whole negative this year, I've learned and grown and I have found gratitude in God in a way that I've never ever experienced before. I'm grateful for every moment I'm alive. And I said this, and Denise, my wonderful PR agent, is listening right now, and she mentioned it to me yesterday. I mentioned this Buddhist phrase that I've come across, and they come in, when I see something that comes across, it's usually because it's a message, and I see this as a message, and I'm paraphrasing, and I said this 2 days ago, so bear with me. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow hasn't happened. All you have is right now, this moment. And when I look around this moment, it couldn't be better. I'm with all of you. I'm with him. We're going to go out on a date. We're having a tequila. I'm talking about my passion, which is the skincare we've been able to bring for you, because I believe with all my heart that what you put on your skin, what you take into your GI tract, and the air you breathe with your household cleaners, and we have that. If you want the greatest household cleaning product ever, our spot remover and our household cleaner, it's amazing. It's toxic free. And you all are part of this message that you tell me all the time. And now our guts are getting better. We're finding true passion and happiness, and it's. I love this new phase of my career. I loved every phase. I loved being Chrissy Snow on Three's Company. Loved her. Loved Step by Step. Loved the nightclub business. Loved being Entertainer of the Year and walking on stage with Frank Sinatra. Can you imagine? I'm looking. I've got a picture over here. I wish I could show you. I've got a picture on the wall of black and white of Dean Martin holding a cigarette, Sammy Davis holding a cigarette, laughing hysterically, and Frank Sinatra holding a cigarette. What cool men they were, and I knew all three of them. I'm old enough to have known all three of them. They're such cool men. I've loved every facet. I've loved all the years that I've spent on the road, and during the day I write the books. I've loved the privilege of writing these 27 books. Do you realize I have 3 in my head, and the 4th one is banging away? Oh, here he comes. Here are my boyfriends behind me. You know, I've got to get a picture of Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson. Wow. Here are 3 of the coolest men. Look behind me. 3 of the coolest men that ever lived. I hope some of you got to see any one of them alive, and if you ever had the privilege of seeing the Rat Pack perform, it's like nothing else you've ever experienced. Frank Sinatra is the coolest guy. Oh my God. He's got this glow. You can see it in the picture. He glows, doesn't he, Alan?
Yeah.
I remember one night we went to see his show in Reno. Was it Reno? No, it was Vegas. He was playing downtown Vegas. And so we went to see his show, and backstage we went to see him. And we walked in, and he says, "Hello, baby." And I thought, he called me baby. And then he said, I said to Barbara, where are the kids? I haven't seen the kids for a long time. And Alan, at that time, how old were you?
I was in my 50s.
He was in his 50s. He goes, it's nice to be in your 50s and have someone refer to you as the kids. But he was in his 70s then, so I guess in that way that you were. That's crooked. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. I have I have a thing about crooked pictures on the.
That's it.
No, push Dean up a little bit on the bottom, just a little bit up.
Which way? This way?
Up, yeah, up. Dean, up, up. There you go. There you go. Now I can relax. Anyway, that's enough for today. You know what's here. We've got Gut Renew. We've got the Thigh Master. Show them the Thigh Master. That was a big hit 2 days ago. The Thigh Master and Butt Master. You know, sometimes simplicity is what it's all about. I would do this for you today, but I've got a skirt on. But it's great for your upper body. It's great for your... I don't have the strength yet to do the upper body because of the nerve damage from my spine surgery is still up here. But I push at it every day, but I can't do much more than that. But in between my knees, I can do 50 easy.
Kegel.
Yeah, and it's great for Kegel. You know, you see so many commercials for women who have issues with leakage. Let's put it that way. This is great. Between your knees, 50 times a day, you will solve that problem, or I hope so. And then there's the Butt Master, which works your glutes, and you can wear them or use them both at the same time. So we bring products to you that I think are fun and enhance health and life and alignment and stability and balance. And I love that you all come. It's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.
Have a great weekend, guys.
You